What is up, guys? It's your boy JFresh, formerly known as Revis Effect, with MaddenEvolution.com, and today I'm bringing you my first NCAA 12 game commentary. My opponent's name is XX212, and he was ranked 75th overall on the Xbox Live Leaderboards, so he was definitely a good player. I'm playing as Oregon, and he was Michigan, and I think that's all you guys need to know, so let's get to the game. So on the opening kickoff, I was expecting a goon kick, but he just squibbed it, so we're all good. For those of you who don't know what a goon kick is, it's putting a non-kicker at the kicking spot, and it kind of creates an onside kick effect, which gives you a good chance of getting the ball back. And right here, my first play, I see he's doing a shake D, and he's kind of blitzing everyone, so I just audible down to a quick pitch, and I just make the first guy miss, and then, well, Michael just takes it to the crib, and then Gonzo right there. Now his first offensive drive comes out with a halfback draw. I pretty much lock it down in the backfield. So then he just sits there. Now he airs it out, and I'm really not sure what his intentions were here. Like, was he trying to go for a rocket catch or just try to catch me off guard? But I was able to swat it down. And right there, Michigan has two really fast quarterbacks, Denard Robinson and Gardner. They both have pretty high speed ratings. And right there, I definitely should have made that tackle. I don't know, I could have forced a fumble with a good hit, but I went for the hit stick. I probably should have just made the sure tackle with X. And he's going back to airing it out, so I'm kind of thinking that this guy's really not that good. He's just, throwing the ball deep, just running options and stuff like that, and I blow that option up. And there he tries to take off, and I don't know, I got a good rip on Denard Robinson. Actually, right there, I think I injured him for the game, which was pretty huge considering why else would you want to be Michigan? I mean, you used Denard Robinson. And so taking him out for the entire game was huge. And right there, I don't know if that was a rocket catch attempt on the sideline, but another swat right there. And see, he goes for it here on this fourth down, and I stuff him. I don't know what he should have taken his 3 points, seeing as though I scored in one play. I'm going back to the run game with James, and thinking I can just juke all his defenders, and then there he's stacking the line. He's just shaking his linebackers, and I just hit him with a quick tight end out route, which gives me a good amount of yards. So I'm still, shout out to Colbot for signing online. I'm just dropping back here, and I'm just picking apart his defense. Like, I'm just reading and reacting, seeing if I think he's gonna bring pressure, switch to the toss like what I'm doing right here. I don't know, any quick out routes that beat man. And right here, I mean, I could have made a play to break it big, but I didn't want to risk him knowing I was cutting in and then taking a hit stick and fumbling it all away. And then the first play of the second quarter is just another quick out to my tight end, and there's no one to beat. Alright, so right there, he goes off sides. I just go for 2 because I'm only 1 yard away. So I'm up 15-0 and I'm feeling good. And then then he comes out in Wildcat spread. A formation that many of you know that there's a hidden glitch play in there. He's not using it right now, but I'm still on my guard. I'm just working to prevent that from happening because it's the biggest flaw that EA has out in NCAA right now, and that's why he got a quick score. But then now right here he goes for 2, goes up for a rocket catch and just overthrows it, throws it into the audience. And now right here, what a scrub, going for a goon kick. I noticed that his kicker's number and name changed, and so the best way to counter the goon kick is to just come out in an onside return, and pretty much you can just fair catch the ball right when he kicks it to you, and then that way gives him no chance of actually returning the ball. So, I mean, he's playing like a scrub right now, and I'm just like, whatever. That's just, if he wants to play like that, if he has to resort to glitching, against someone that's not even really good at this game, I mean, he can do whatever he wants. I'm still playing my game, running the ball with James right there. I don't know, working my passes, just reading and reacting to his defense. And so, right here, it's a pretty crazy play. I almost get the toe tap and stay in bounds, but, it was tough here. And then he holds me to a field goal here because I'm forced to just throw that ball across the field. And, I just take my 3. That's not a big deal, staying up 2 scores and everything. And okay, now right here, this... Alright, he comes out in the Wildcat spread formation, which he's actually now using the glitch. As you can see, this is retarded. Like, None of my defenders react to his halfback when he's sitting there running with the ball, which is the stupidest thing ever. As you can see, he's just dancing in the backfield. And until I manually take my linebackers and, run into him to make the tackle, I mean, he can just, run free all day in the backfield. No one will pursue him. This is the stupidest thing ever, and he's a big scrub for using this. I mean, as you see it again, look at that. He just stops and he can just take it right up the middle because no one knows that he has the ball. They still think the quarterback does, and they just stand there and watch him. See, as you can see right there, my linebacker just watches him as he runs right into him. Like, that's just stupid. Finally, I get a sack here, which makes me feel a little better for this. Okay, he tries to go back to it right there. And now he goes for it on 4th and 13 and just throws up a stupid pass, which, I mean, I almost picked off, but because I didn't, I got the ball in better field position. And so there's like 40 seconds before half, and I'm just trying to run out the clock, not give up a turnover, and keep this, 2-score lead going into half. And I notice I'm getting 10, 12 yards a carry. And so I'm like, why not? I'll just keep running it. And once I pass midfield, I feel like there's a potential for me to actually put some points up on the board. Because, I mean, when you're playing a glitcher, you need all the points you can get. So right there, there's about 8 seconds left, and I drop back, and I just throw up a deep ball. It actually turns into a rocket catch right there. And somehow I get knocked out with 1 second left, and I was able to get 3 points before half, which turned out to be pretty huge. So coming out on his next drive, he starts with an option, and I feel like he's staying away from his little wildcat glitches because I was able to shut it down pretty well. So he goes back to playing legit, which I kind of have to give him credit for because, I mean, as a glitcher, you'd think he'd just quit right before half if it wasn't working and just avoid losing skill points, but he stayed in and started playing legit. I guarantee if his glitch... if I wasn't able to stop it, he would have just ran that all game. No problem. He's a big bum. And now he goes right back to his goon kick. Now I can tell that he's going to do anything he can to win. But right here on my next offensive drive, as you guys have noticed, I've been running a ton of ace bunch. And there's a reason for that. Well, 1, because it's working, and 2, because I just released my first NCAA 12 ebook on my ace bunch mini scheme. You can pick it up over at MaddenEvolution.com. It's completely free if you join the community, or if you don't have time to be active in a community, you can just pay $4 and pick it up. And I suggest, I've been getting a lot of feedback from it. Shout out to Florida Boy. He's been running it and has had great success with it. So if you want to be good, pretty much you should pick it up. Nah, I'm just kidding, but you guys really should drop by and consider joining the community. And I don't know, it's a pretty good deal for a solid 14-play mini scheme. And back to the game right there, as you can see, he has no one and just throws it into 3 people, and my safety's the only guy who jumps on the play, and he still somehow catches it. Yeah, this guy's a pretty big scrub. He's resorting to just dropping back 20 yards and just airing the ball out. As you can see, he goes with that player lock thing right there, where he just controls his receiver and calls for it. I almost had a pick in the back of the end zone, but as you guys know, you never get those in video games. And right back to the player lock. I mean, this guy's he's doing every glitch in the book. He's running the cheesiest stuff. This guy, I have no respect for him at all. Another goon kick right there. This guy's pathetic, to be honest. And so now that I got the ball back, I'm only up 1 score. I'm looking to just, run the clock out and just, keep the ball moving, keep the ball in bounds. Right there, I give a quick hit to my tight end on that, the little, mini drag. And so, I've actually burned a pretty good amount of clock, about 2 minutes so far, and I'm not really slowing down until right there I take a field goal, which is, a 2-score lead, which I'm perfectly fine with. I mean, he has a minute and a half left. And, I'm expecting more of that wildcat bull, but, he's just leaving people back to block, runs back, and right there, I actually saw he got a holding call right off the bat, so instead of normally just swatting that ball, I went for the pick, which he actually ended up catching, but obviously it was just overturned, so it's not a big deal. And he converts a 2nd and 20. And this guy, honestly, he doesn't really have an answer for my defense right there, and then finally, my players react to his stupid deep ball passing, and I pick it off, which pretty much seals the game. And all I'm going to do, he actually got some good penetration right there. made my quarterback take it up the middle. But I mean, I'm making him burn his timeouts. I'm keeping the ball on the ground. I just kneel it right there, and he actually goes off sides here on this punt, which is it's kind of funny here because now he thinks, I'm just running away from him. I'm just trying to keep him in bounds, run the clock out, end this game. There's no way he's going to score twice in obviously 0 seconds. So once the clock runs out, just tackle him there, and that's game. So before I head out, I want to remind you guys to join me in the free online Madden community over in the MaddenEvolution.com forums. Remember to pick up your free copy of my Ace Bunch mini scheme if you want to win. Also, please subscribe to the Madden Evolution channel linked in the description, as well as my personal channel, which is youtube.com/JFreshEvo. I don't have many subscribers, so I'd love to have some of you guys that watch this video. Finally, shout out to XX Slot X, whatever the rest of his name is, for being in the top 100, considering he really isn't very good, and also for trying every glitch he could get his hands on to give him the advantage, and for providing the game for this very entertaining commentary, and for still losing. So as you guys can see, before it updates, he was 75th overall, and I was able to knock him down to 91st. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, so catch my next video. Peace.